If you haven't guessed it yet, I've had some free time the last few days. After I finished my video on the Ashes combat update last night, I had a few more thoughts on the combat I wanted to put out. I also had some things brought to my attention regarding combat that I agreed with and wanted to talk about. And of course, there isn't enough videos made yet about this combat update yet, so why not one more? My first question is regarding the tab targeting with the action melee combat. In Alpha 1, the melee combat worked basically the same in tab and action, and the wiki states that this is basically the design goal, which is why I found it odd that they never showed the tab melee combat. If they're the same functionality, it would have been nice to see that, or if it is different, that would be nice to see. My second question is the overhead hammer slam class ability. I find the lack of a telegraph for this skill odd. Is this a hybrid only feature? Or when you're in tab mode, do you get some sort of range indicator via a telegraph? You just kind of had to know the range and size of this ability, which you can pick up on over time, but for a new player that can be a challenge. The third issue is something that someone brought up to me directly, that is the class kits and weapons and how the spells work exactly the same. So for instance, the whirlwind animation was exactly the same with either the greatsword or the daggers. I know they want every class to be able to use every weapon and every weapon to have the same weapon skills no matter what class you choose. So it's not like Guild Wars 2 where a greatsword operates completely different on a guardian versus a warrior, but instead the skills that you unlock with that weapon are the exact same for each class. And that is fine, I don't have any issues with that. But what I did find odd is the animation being the exact same for the class abilities no matter what weapon you used. That whirlwind being exactly the same on the greatsword and daggers is one thing, but where this could get very strange is with the ranged classes using range skills without a ranged weapon equipped. So if the ranger has the greatsword equipped, will he be able to use the skill Hail of Arrows, or will he be required to have the bow equipped to use that skill? This video will likely get buried behind the 500 other videos made on this combat update, so my plan is to wait a few more days, collect my thoughts and any further feedback I receive, and then make a post on the forums where they are collecting feedback. That probably has a much better chance of being seen by the devs than my tiny channel does. And I would encourage you all to do the same. The link to the forum post will be in the description. And that is it for today. Just a quick addendum to yesterday's video. See you in the next one.